Stop doing squats. If you're over 50, that exercise everyone swears by might actually be the very reason your legs feel shakier, not stronger. For decades, squats have been marketed as the king of lower body training. But here's the uncomfortable truth nobody talks about. What works brilliantly at 25 can quietly work against you at 55. Studies in orthopedic and sports science have confirmed that certain squat positions can load the knee joint with forces several times greater than your own body weight. Young, conditioned joints handle that. Aging joints? Often they don't. And here's where it gets dangerous. When movement hurts, people stop moving. And when people stop moving, muscles weaken, balance fades, and suddenly, standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking across a parking lot starts to feel like a challenge. But you don't have to accept that. There are smarter, more joint-friendly movements specifically designed for adults over 50. Exercises that build real strength, improve balance, and protect your knees instead of punishing them. Today, I'm walking you through 5 of the most effective ones, and the last exercise will completely flip everything you thought you knew about squats. Now, strength alone isn't the goal after 50. Your body needs a combination of muscle activation, joint stability, and movement control working together. Leading sports medicine and aging research consistently shows that multi-muscle exercises with minimal joint stress produce the biggest improvements in mobility and balance for older adults. Each movement you're about to learn has a specific purpose. Some target the front of the thighs to stabilize the knee. Others activate the glutes to offload knee pressure entirely, and one targets a muscle most people have never even heard of, yet it controls nearly every step you take. These aren't random exercises. They're a system, built from the ground up. Let's start with number 5, tibialis raises. Most people think leg strength starts at the thighs. It doesn't. One of the most powerful and most ignored muscles in your entire lower body runs along the front of your shin, the tibialis anterior. This muscle lifts your foot off the ground with every single step. When it weakens, trips and falls become far more likely. Clinical biomechanics research shows that strengthening this muscle directly improves walking mechanics and dramatically reduces fall risk in older adults. To do it correctly, stand with your back lightly against a wall, feet flat, heels on the ground, positioned about 10 inches from the wall. Now lift your toes upward toward your shins, heels stay planted. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds at the top, then lower slowly. That lowering phase matters just as much as the lift. Aim for 10 to 12 slow, controlled reps. Don't bend your knees or lean forward. Let the movement come purely from the lower leg. It may feel unfamiliar. That's normal. This muscle hasn't been challenged in years. Number 4 is the wall sit, and it looks simple, feels humbling, and that's exactly what makes it work. Unlike exercises that repeatedly bend and load the knee, the wall sit is isometric. Your muscles fire hard while your joints stay relatively still. Applied physiology research confirms that isometric training builds muscular endurance and joint stability, particularly in older adults. Strong quadriceps are the knee's primary support system. When they're strong, everything moves better. To perform it, stand with your back flat against a wall, feet 12 to 18 inches forward and shoulder width apart. Slide slowly down as if lowering into a chair, only as far as feels comfortable. Even a slight knee bend is effective. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Breathe steadily, then slide back up. Do 3 to 5 rounds. Don't go deep too soon. Control and comfort build strength faster than suffering ever will. Number 3 is the heel drive glute bridge, and this one changes the game in a way most people never expect. Here's a fact that matters. Your glutes are the largest, most powerful muscles in your body, and when they're weak, your knees absorb the extra load. Orthopedic research consistently shows that stronger glutes reduce knee strain and improve lower body alignment during everyday movement. This heel drive variation shifts the work away from the front of the thigh and directly into the glutes and hamstrings, redistributing force in a way that makes movement feel smoother and more supported. To do it, Lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat. Now lift your toes. Only your heels touch the floor. Engage your core lightly, then press through your heels and raise your hips until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Hold 2 to 3 seconds, then lower with control. Aim for 10 to 12 reps. If you feel it in your lower back instead of your glutes, lower the height and refocus. If the hamstrings cramp, rest, then restart. That just means they're finally waking up. Number 2 is step back lunges, and the direction you step makes all the difference. Stepping backward fundamentally changes how the knee is loaded. Instead of forcing the front knee to absorb sudden impact, this variation transfers the work to the hips and glutes, the muscles designed to protect the knee in the first place. Research in sports physical therapy shows that improving hip strength enhances knee stability and reduces discomfort, even in people with sensitive joints. And this movement mirrors real life: stepping, shifting direction, recovering balance. These are the skills that maintain independence. To perform it, stand tall with feet hip-width apart. If balance is a concern, have a chair or wall nearby. Step 1 foot back, placing the ball of that foot on the ground. Slowly lower both knees. The front knee bends comfortably, aligned over your foot, not pushing past your toes. The back knee dips toward the floor but doesn't need to touch it. Press through the heel of your front foot to return. Do 6 to 8 reps per leg. Think controlled step, not deep lunge. Slow and balanced builds strength. Fast and sloppy builds injuries. And now, number 1, the one that changes everything, the heel elevated squat. You've probably been told to avoid squats altogether. Here's what you actually need to know. The squat isn't the problem. The position is the problem. When the heels are slightly elevated, on a wedge, a slant board, or even a firm folded towel, the mechanics shift completely. Your torso stays more upright, the knee tracks more naturally, and the quadriceps, the muscles that stabilize the knee, finally do exactly the work they're supposed to do. Strength and conditioning research confirms that controlled squat variations emphasizing the quadriceps improve the functional strength needed for standing, climbing stairs, and daily movement. This isn't working around the squat, it's finally doing it correctly. To perform it, place your heels on a small elevated surface, with toes flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Extend your arms slightly forward for balance. Slowly lower as if sitting into a chair. Chest up, back neutral. Go only as low as feels comfortable. Even a small range of motion done with control is highly effective. Pause at the bottom, then press back up. Aim for 8 to 10 controlled reps. No collapsing knees, no rushing. Use a wall or chair if needed. For many people, this is the moment everything clicks, realizing it was never about avoiding movement. It was about learning to move smarter. Now here's how to put it all together. Intensity won't build your legs. Consistency will. 3 to 4 times per week, run through this sequence. Start with heel elevated squats for 8 to 10 reps. Move into wall sits, holding for 10 to 20 seconds for 3 rounds. Follow with step back lunges, 6 to 8 reps per leg. Continue with heel drive glute bridges for 10 to 12 reps. Finish with tibialis raises for 10 to 12 slow, controlled reps. The entire sequence takes just 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. No gym required, no extreme effort, just consistent, intelligent movement that respects your joints and rebuilds your foundation. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. It means it's time to move differently. Research from aging and longevity institutions confirms that adults in their 60s, 70s, and beyond can meaningfully improve muscle function and balance with regular, appropriate exercise. The ceiling is higher than most people believe. Every rep you complete is a vote for a stronger, more confident version of yourself. Every session is an investment in your independence. Strength isn't about age, it's about the decision you make today. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. If you have joint pain, a history of injury, recent surgery, or any health concerns, please consult your physician before starting any new exercise routine. Stop immediately if you experience sharp pain or dizziness. Your safety always comes first.